It's the day of reckoning in Rotterdam, where glory and failure will walk shoulder to shoulder on a night that will be forever fading by the new UEFA Nations League winners. It's a match that could be inscribed in Croatian folklore as they seek the most significant win in their sporting history and their first major trophy. Spain have been here before, beating finalists 2 years ago. Can they go one better tonight and bring an end to the decade of frustration that has followed their golden era? So let history unfold. Spain, other way as Croatia's golden generation, hope to embark on the night of their lives. Could feed a Fabian Ruins, taking the ball further than initially seemed comfortable from a Croatian perspective. He'll have another opportunity here, Ruiz, but the goalkeeper really got away with one, because if he spills that into the net, the goal stands. It's only that it came off the post back to Morata, who was offside, that the flag went up. He's got away with one there again, and Ivan Kovac knew he was beaten, but it cracked just the wrong side of the post for Gabby and Spain. Sorry, once again Spain get an opportunity by being brilliant at the press. It's exactly how they scored their opening goal against Italy, and Gabby just pulls his shot a fraction, doesn't hit the target. That's the only real criticism, and again a couple of deflections on his way through the back of it. Scrambling for a moment, Robbery, unable to replicate the breakthrough goal that he showed in the Champions League final last week, straight off the training ground. Actually the header off Morata, that's what sends it wide. There comes off Morata's head. Certainly had Kovac scrambling a little bit, well, to come to the ground and make the save. Perisic, the man on the end of it, fantastic run. Very, very powerful in the air as well. He's got a really good spring on and gets up early. He's Modric. Of course it's the target of the ball in, and he got the jump again on that ass, but didn't get the power that Spain deserved. Nations League win over Croatia, if only just Rotterdam. Netherlands, Spain have won the 2023 Nations League after beating Croatia 5-4 in a penalty shootout on Sunday. After a goalless 120 minutes, Real Madrid fullback Dani Carvajal held his nerve to score the deciding penalty and hand Spain their first major trophy for 11 years. Croatia, meanwhile, are still looking for their first international success after reaching the final of the 2018 World Cup and the semi-finals in Qatar in December. 1. Spain deserved it, but only just. Spain are 2023 Nations League champions after a dramatic night in Rotterdam. A tight game of few chances was perhaps always destined to end in extra time and penalties, given most of Croatia's knockout games seemed to go that way. And it took a cool clip from Carvajal in the shootout to settle it. Aymeric Laporte had already missed a chance to win it when his penalty cannonied back off the crossbar to give Croatia a second life after Lovro Major saw his penalty, Croatia's fourth, saved by Unai Simon. Simon saved again from Bruno Petkovic in sudden death, and Carvajal made no mistake with his Panenka. Spain will feel they deserved it, having edged the better opportunities in 90 minutes. Substitute Ansu Fati had the best chance but saw his effort cleared off the line by Ivan Perisic 6 minutes from time when he really should have scored. For Croatia, it's more heartbreak. Having won the silver medal at the 2018 World Cup and bronze in Qatar, Luka Modric and the rest of Zlatko Dalic's team have to settle for second place again. All eyes will now be on Modric to see if the 37-year-old midfielder decides to retire from international football or take on one last major tournament at the European Championship in Germany next summer. 2. Croatia's golden generation go close again. Croatia is a small country with a population roughly the same as the U.S. state of Oklahoma, but on Sunday, Rotterdam was swamped with red, white and blue Croatian flags were hanging outside the bars around the Staduus from early morning, and the crowds only grew throughout the day. Inside the 50,000 capacity De Kuip, home of Eredivisie side Feyenoord, it felt like Zagreb, with only two small pockets of Spain fans interrupting the sea of red and white checkered shirts. Don't tell Croatia that June internationals don't matter. What these supporters have seen in the past 5 years is nothing short of remarkable. A country with a population of fewer than 4 million, which only declared its independence in 1991, finished second at the 2018 World Cup and third in 2022. To qualify for these Nations League finals, they topped a group that also included France And in the semi-finals they became the first team to beat the Netherlands at De Kuip since 2000. Croatia will be expected to win their Euro 2024 qualifying group ahead of Turkey, and no one will be counting them out when the tournament begins in Germany next summer. 3. Spain can target Euro success in Germany. After winning the World Cup and 2 Euros in the past 15 years, the Nations League trophy probably doesn't mean as much to Spain as it would for Croatia, but Carvajal's winning penalty still sparked wild celebrations. It's Spain's the first trophy since winning Euro 2012 under Vicente del Bosque, and it will give them hope ahead of next summer's Euros in Germany. The last 16 exit to Morocco in Qatar was disappointing. But the signs are there that new boss Luis de la Fuente, who took over from Luis Enrique after the World Cup, can lead Spain into another successful era. In Gavi and Pedri, he is two of the best young midfielders in the world, while Rodri, fresh from his treble triumph with Manchester City, was outstanding in Spain's 2 games in the Netherlands. He barely missed a game for City last season and scored the winner in the Champions League final against Inter Milan, but still had enough energy to put in a man-of-the-match performance against Croatian.